Many times, students get more than one admission and therefore more than one I-20. But how do you decide on the I-20 that you should use for your visa interview? You can accept all admissions or even two of them, and then when you arrive in the US after going through security, you can go to a school different from the one whose I-20 you use for the visa interview. All you need to do is to reach out to your designated school official that you want your service records transferred to the other school. The goal of this video is to help you choose an I-20 that is more likely to get your visa approved. This video is based on the stories of students who have reached out to me, especially one of them who is my friend. She has several I-20s but decided to apply for a visa using the I-20 with the lowest cost of attendance. This is because she heard from someone that students must always choose the school with the lowest cost of attendance. This is a terrible advice and I'm going to break this down for you. Now, after my friend narrated a story to me, I realized that this wrong information is more common than I thought. For example, there is another lady whose visa was denied using a first I-20 with a lower cost of attendance. She reached out to me to find out if it's okay to reapply with the other I-20. I asked her to send me all her I-20s and it turned out that the other I-20 is better than the one that she initially used for her visa interview. Many students are making the same mistake and that is why I decided to make this video as part of this course. My friend's friend also made the same bad I-20 choice and was denied. She later decided to reapply for the visa with the other I-20. I still struggle to understand why students choose I-20s based solely on the cost of attendance. That is not how it works. I am going to present to you two I-20 information and I want you to decide which I-20 you will choose, and then I will tell you which I-20 is the best. Now let's look at the following and then tell me which I-20 you are going to use for your visa interview if you were this person. So the first I-20, the cost of attendance is $25,000. The scholarship is $500, which is 2% of the cost of attendance. The person had a deficit of $20,000. Now let's look at the second I-20. The cost of attendance is $52,000. The scholarship is $30,000, which is 58% of cost of attendance. Then the deficit is $22,000. So which I-20 are you going to choose? Leave it in the comment section. Have you made your decision? Well, my friend chose the first I-20 because she was told that a lower cost of attendance I-20 is the best. Another reason she cited was that the first I-20 is for a nursing program and that is what she really wants. The truth is that you have to go for the visa interview with I-20 that will get your visa approved. And then once your visa is approved and you have gone through security in the US, you can attend your preferred school. You don't even have to go to the school that you don't want to attend. Everything is simply online. Now, the amount of scholarship on the I-20 is more important to consider than the cost of attendance. Unless there is a big difference between the cost of attendance, always go with the school with more scholarship. A scholarship is not just a financial support from the school, but it also proves that the student is intelligent and deserves to pursue the program. The visa officer will consider such a student as legitimate. A low cost of attendance doesn't necessarily get visas approved. My friend's visa was denied and I think she would have been approved if she had used the other I-20. This is because I know the answers that she prepared for her visa interview and they were actually good answers. So her issue had to do with her finances. Now let's look at another student. So which of the following I-20s are you going to choose? The first I-20 has a cost of attendance of $46,000 and then a scholarship of $13,000, which is 28% of her cost of attendance. She had a deficit of $33,000. Now, the second I-20 has a cost of attendance of $74,000, a scholarship of $40,000, which is 54% of her cost of attendance, and then the deficit is $34,000. So tell me, which of the following I-20s are you going to choose? Leave it in the comment section. I am going to give you 5 seconds to make your decision. Well, this lady chose the first I-20 because she was told that a lower cost of attendance I-20 is the best. And of course, she was denied. She reached out to me to find out if it would be okay to reapply with the second I-20. Now, just look at how much scholarship she had on her second I-20. She had a scholarship which covered 54% of her cost of attendance compared to 28% on the first I-20. I think she had a better chance of being approved if she had gone with the second I-20. It is no brainer that the second I-20 is actually better. Now let me tell you a story of a student that I coached in summer 2024. She had admissions to Harvard University with no funding, but she got $32,000 funding with a deficit of $72,360 to Johns Hopkins University. Her program is Masters in Public Health. She was concerned about each of them because of the deficit. She wanted to go with Harvard because she preferred Harvard. I told her to choose Johns Hopkins University since the school gave her funding of $32,000 out of a cost of attendance of $104,000. She was still worried about this, but her visa was approved. It is difficult to say if she would have been approved had she used the I-20 from Harvard University. which had a similar cost of attendance. Top schools tend to have an advantage when applying for the visa, but without any funding, it is extremely difficult. In her case, Johns Hopkins University is also a top school. I haven't asked her whether she has transferred her service records to Harvard when she arrived in the US, but I think she's in Harvard now, which is her preferred choice.